You've probably heard that walking is beneficial for your health. It's one of the most repeated pieces of wellness advice out there. But because it seems so basic, most individuals don't treat it as important. They assume walking is what you do when you don't have time for serious workouts, something mild, something extra, something that doesn't truly make a difference. What very few people mention is that walking isn't ineffective exercise. It's a core human movement. A regular walk doesn't only burn calories. It quietly transforms how your brain functions, how your body manages stress, how glucose travels through your bloodstream, how energy is generated inside your cells, and how your emotions are balanced. And here's the unexpected part. Many individuals already walk, but they never experience these advantages. Not because walking fails, but because their body doesn't interpret their walking as a meaningful signal. Today, I'm going to explain exactly what takes place inside your body when walking becomes a consistent habit. No exaggeration, no motivational speech, just science made simple. And by the end, you'll understand why walking may be one of the strongest health habits you can develop if you approach it correctly. Why walking is deeply underestimated. But before we begin, quick question for the comment section. What city or country are you watching from today? I read every single comment and I enjoy knowing who is part of this community with me. All right, let's jump into it. Number 1, walking physically reshapes your brain. Let's begin with the brain because this is where the research becomes truly fascinating. Inside your brain is a region known as the hippocampus. You don't need to memorize the term, just understand its role. The hippocampus helps you create memories, absorb new information, and remain mentally alert. As humans grow older, the hippocampus naturally becomes smaller. This shrinkage is strongly connected to memory loss and conditions like Alzheimer's. For many years, researchers believed this decline could not be reversed. Then they examined walking. In a famous scientific experiment, older adults walked at a moderate pace for around 40 minutes, 3 times each week. After 1 year, scientists scanned their brains. The hippocampus had expanded. That means walking didn't only slow brain aging, it helped restore brain tissue. This occurs because walking improves blood circulation to the brain and increases a protein called BDNF. BDNF supports the growth and communication of brain cells. You can think of it as nourishment for your brain. This is why individuals who walk consistently often notice sharper thinking, stronger memory, and better concentration. Not because they're making more effort, but because their brain is functioning better. If you've ever felt mentally refreshed after a walk, that's not random, that's biology. Number 2, how walking resets your stress response. Stress isn't only emotional, it's biological. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol. Cortisol helps during emergencies. But when it remains elevated day after day, it begins creating damage, poor sleep, weight gain, lower immunity, constant tension. Many individuals live in a constant low-grade stress state without realizing it. They wake up already anxious. They check their phone. Their breathing becomes shallow. Their nervous system is already overstimulated before the day even begins. Walking breaks this cycle. A steady, rhythmic walk activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for calmness, healing, and recovery. The repetitive left-right movement tells your brain something important. You are secure. That's why walking feels soothing, even if your problems haven't disappeared. Your body chemistry has changed. Walking doesn't remove stressors. It teaches your body how to switch the alarm off instead of remaining trapped in fight or flight mode. This effect becomes even stronger when walking outside, where natural sunlight and long-distance vision further communicate safety to the brain. Number 3, why walking enhances thinking and problem-solving. Walking doesn't only relax the brain, it unlocks it. Scientists at Stanford University studied creative thinking while participants were sitting and while they were walking. Walking improved creative output by nearly 60%. Here's the reason. When you remain seated for long periods, especially under stress, blood circulation decreases and thinking becomes restricted. You concentrate harder, but your brain struggles to form new connections. Walking changes this instantly. Every step acts like a pump, moving blood back toward the heart and upward to the brain. More blood means more oxygen and nutrients. Walking also activates the brain's default mode network, the system responsible for insight, imagination, and linking ideas together. That's why people often solve problems while walking, not while forcing themselves to think more intensely. Walking creates mental clarity. Mental clarity allows solutions to emerge. If you've ever had a brilliant idea while walking, hit the like button. You've experienced this personally. Number 4, how walking balances blood sugar. Every time you eat, sugar enters your bloodstream. Insulin helps transport that sugar into your cells for energy. Over time, many individuals become resistant to insulin. Sugar remains in the bloodstream longer. Energy crashes occur. Fat accumulation increases. Walking directly helps improve this. When your muscles contract during walking, they pull glucose from your bloodstream to use as fuel. This process requires very little insulin. Research demonstrates that walking for only 10 minutes after meals can noticeably lower blood sugar spikes, sometimes more effectively than one longer workout later in the day. This matters because blood sugar issues don't always appear dramatic. They show up as feeling tired after eating, craving sweets in the afternoon, depending on caffeine to feel normal. Walking after meals teaches your body how to process food properly, not forcefully, but efficiently. Number 5, how walking builds real energy at the cell level. Inside your cells are structures called mitochondria. These are your energy factories. When mitochondria don't work well, people feel tired even when they sleep enough. The problem isn't rest, it's production. Walking stimulates the creation of new healthy mitochondria and helps remove damaged ones. Unlike intense workouts that spike stress hormones, walking improves energy production gently and sustainably. That's why people who walk regularly often feel a calm, steady energy, not wired, not exhausted. They don't feel hyped, they feel capable. That's the difference between borrowing energy and producing it. Number 6, why walking supports digestion. Digestion depends on movement. Your intestines rely on muscle contractions to move food along. Sitting slows this process, leading to bloating, discomfort, and constipation. Walking gently stimulates digestion by encouraging these natural movements. This is why walking after meals has been recommended across cultures for centuries. It's not a cleanse, it's physiology working the way it was designed to. Number 7, how walking improves breathing and oxygen use. Walking trains the muscles you use to breathe, especially the diaphragm. Over time, your body becomes more efficient at using oxygen. Breathing becomes deeper, calmer, and more controlled. Many people notice they're less short of breath during everyday activities after weeks of regular walking. This improved efficiency reduces fatigue and improves endurance without pushing the body too hard. Number 8, how walking strengthens the heart without overstress. Many people believe only intense exercise strengthens the heart, but large population studies comparing walkers and runners show that when energy use is similar, walking provides comparable heart benefits. Walking lowers blood pressure, improves cholesterol balance, and strengthens circulation without overstressing joints or spiking cortisol. Consistency matters more than intensity. That's why walking is one of the most sustainable heart-healthy habits available. Number 9, why walking helps joints and posture. Walking doesn't damage joints, it nourishes them. Movement stimulates joint lubrication and reduces stiffness. Sitting is what causes joints to deteriorate. Walking upright also retrains posture. It counters rounded shoulders and forward head posture caused by screens. Better posture often means less back pain, better balance, and improved mobility. Number 10, how walking supports mood and emotional health. Walking changes brain chemistry. It increases serotonin, endorphins, and natural calming chemicals while lowering stress hormones. Large scientific reviews show walking is effective in preventing and managing anxiety and depression because it changes how the brain functions. Walking doesn't distract you from emotions. It changes the biological conditions that shape them. Number 11, walking longevity and aging well. One of the most overlooked benefits of walking has nothing to do with weight loss, step counts, or fitness goals. It has everything to do with how long you stay independent. Study after study shows that people who walk regularly don't just live longer, they age better. They maintain the ability to do everyday things without help. They get out of chairs more easily, they climb stairs without fear, they recover faster from illness, they fall less often, and they remain mentally sharp for longer. Researchers call this health span, the number of years you live in good physical and mental condition, not just the number of years you're alive. Walking directly supports health span because it keeps multiple systems working together at the same time. When you walk, your brain has to coordinate movement, balance, and rhythm. Your muscles have to contract and relax in sequence. Your heart has to adjust blood flow. Your joints have to move through their natural range. Your nervous system has to stay alert and responsive. That combination matters. As we age, the body doesn't usually fail all at once. What happens instead is disconnection. Muscles weaken, balance declines, reaction time slows, confidence drops. People start moving less, which accelerates the decline even more. Walking interrupts that downward spiral. It preserves leg strength, especially in the muscles that protect your hips and knees. It maintains balance by constantly challenging your inner ear and nervous system. It reinforces posture, keeping your spine aligned and your head upright. And because it's weight-bearing, it helps slow bone loss that can lead to fractures later in life. There's also a strong brain connection. Long-term walking habits are associated with lower rates of cognitive decline and dementia. That's not because walking is magic, it's because movement keeps blood flowing, inflammation lower, and neural connections active. In other words, walking keeps your systems talking to each other. That's why doctors and gerontologists don't just recommend walking for fitness. They recommend it for aging. Well, walking doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. Number 12. Why consistency is everything. Now, here's the part most people get wrong. They think the benefits of walking come from intensity or duration or hitting some magic number like 10,000 steps. But the real driver behind all these changes is much simpler. It's consistency. Your body is constantly adapting to what it experiences most often. When something happens occasionally, the body treats it as noise. When something happens regularly, the body treats it as a signal. Walking works because it sends a clear, repeatable signal to your system. When you walk most days, your body learns to expect movement. Your muscles stay responsive. Your insulin sensitivity improves because glucose is being used regularly. Your stress hormones stay lower because the nervous system isn't constantly on edge. Your joints stay lubricated because they're being moved through their natural range. Your brain stays engaged because movement demands coordination and awareness. None of that requires perfection. You don't need to walk fast every day. You don't need long walks every time. You don't need to feel motivated. What you need is repetition. A 15-minute walk done 5 days a week will outperform a single intense workout followed by 6 sedentary days. A short walk after dinner done consistently can reshape blood sugar control more effectively than sporadic exercise bursts. Consistency is what tells your body, this is who we are now. And once your body believes that movement is part of your identity, the adaptations start to stack quietly in the background. This is why walking is so powerful. It's sustainable, it's repeatable, it's forgiving, and over time, those small repeated signals add up to massive change. Walking isn't basic, it's fundamental. It's the movement your body understands, the one your brain responds to, the habit that quietly supports your heart, your metabolism, your joints, your mood, all at the same time. And the most important part, it doesn't require perfection. For the next 7 days, don't try to walk faster. Don't aim for a big number. Don't overthink it. Just walk intentionally. That means showing up most days, moving at a steady pace, and giving your body a signal it can recognize and adapt to. I want you to commit out loud. Comment below and tell me your plan. I'm walking 10 minutes. I'm walking 20 minutes. I'm walking 30 minutes. Writing it down makes it real, and it helps this community stay accountable together. If this video helped you understand walking in a new way, not just as exercise, but as a tool for long-term health, hit the like button. It tells YouTube this information is worth sharing with more people who need it. And if you want more clear science-based health explanations that actually make sense in real life, subscribe to the channel. New videos go deep without the hype. Now, if you're serious about improving your health, your next step is simple. Watch this next. 4 eggs every day. Shocking effects on your body. Walking and nutrition work together. Movement sets the signal. Food provides the building blocks. When you understand both, your results multiply. Your body responds to what you repeat. Start walking today, and I'll see you in the next video.